Rev Mel Show. It's the Rev Mel Show.
Welcome to the Rev Mel Show on TalkingSexRadio.com. Log in to chat your questions or call 818-731-7942. And now, here's your host, Reverend Mel.
It's the Rev Mel Show. It's the Rev Mel Show. It's the Rev Mel Show.
Woohoo! Welcome to the Rev Mel Show on TSRnetwork.com, where real people talk about real sex with real kinky people. And you guys want to know something? The internet is the devil! Just when you think you have it down pat. I'm sorry about there was no sound earlier, but who gives a fuck? Now there's sound. You can watch the show, and everything seems to be. There are some people in the chat room I want to give a really quick shout out to. You ready for this? Robert. Oh, I got to move it up. Robert, Lady Robin. Hello, Lady Robin. I love the mics. Thank you so much. Michael. Mike, hello. Donald. Little puppy girl. Rev Mel. Wait, that's me. Never mind. Spirit and Living Dead Girl. Hello, Living Dead Girl. One hot, sexy mama. She's a little wonderful, dominant female that goes to my club, the Lair de Sade. So we're gonna have a great time tonight. But you guys, I got to tell you guys all about what's been going on. Just when you thought the construction was over, it's not. It's absolutely crazy. What we're doing. Cameraman. It's the unknown cameraman. If we could get a shot of, I'm going to be talking as we're going to be scrolling around the room. Okay, we're just going to do this side. Just this side. We're going to be scrolling around there. Okay. And keep going around. Okay. Go up a little bit. You see, that's where Rev Mel sleeps. Pretty bad, huh? That's like, okay. It's called the Hobbit Hole. Only short people can go in it. You can't be above 5'4", because if you go above 5'4", you can't fit in there. It's only for kneeling slaves. They get to kneel down. And then if you go to a little bit more over, you see there's that other room there. That is going to be the mistress room, where we'll have some nice big chairs in there. And that's only for kneeling, too, because you got to be a short mistress to go in there, because it is the Hobbit land. And then just below it, believe it or not, no, a little higher. You see right there where he's pointing? We are building a second floor that's going to come out there. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting all of our equipment, our computers up there off the main floor, and they're going to be up there. And then you guys know my steps, right? My beautiful steps that our guy, our wonderful carpenter made for us. Yeah, it's starting to shape up. It's starting to shape up. Come on back to me now. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Bingo. And we're going to do some more construction. And we just finished building behind the Hobbit Hole, Rev Mel's little bed thing where her bed is right now in the Hobbit Hole. We're building another room there, and I'll move my bed even farther into the Hobbit Hole, only for short people. If you're tall, you only got to be on your knees. You can't be above 5'4". Only 5. If you're 5'5", you're fucked. It's really only for people like me, but we're doing this for a reason. And there's going to be some rumors out there. People are going to be wagging their tail. They're going to be talking. They're going to be talking shit, as we know. And the reason why is because we're going to be opening up. This bottom part is just going to be pure dungeon equipment. We have Downtown Willie, who has offered to equip the whole studio space. We're going to have, let's get a little shot of right here, where the fence is. Is that a fence? What is that? Right there, we're going to be putting a bondage table on top of that. And it's going to be a bondage table mocked as a dining room table. Believe it or not, we'll get some, we'll put some submissives on them. We'll kind of like stuff their pussies with pasta and eat them out. Wow! So we're changing things, but I thought that I would have most of this construction done, but then we keep adding on to it because I had a meeting with Leonore Ma'am and Downtown Willie on Thursday. And basically, they said this is a good spot. You enter in the alley, I want to put a little sliding thing that goes, who is it? I'm sorry. You're not there. Knock, knock, knock. Go away. And it's going to be very, very private. It's going to be invite only. It's going to be a very, very private affair. And basically, we're going to... My board man wants to say something. I can see him. What?
Hello, my pizza was
That's right. Meow. And I have announced that we are going to be broadcasting live from Kinky Valentine's over at Threshold. They've asked us to do live broadcasts from the event, so we'll be there broadcasting. I'll be there all day, dancing around, doing some crazy things, interviewing. And then we're going to be doing some more filming here. We want to do our BDSM soap opera. Once we get this all, that's the reason why we're moving everything up. We're moving everything up because everything down here is going to be a set. We're going to be able to film everywhere. We're going to be able to film people coming down the stairs, hanging from the ceilings, and I really want to do zombie BDSM porn. Can you imagine that? Blood all over, going, biting the neck and slitting the throat and fucking. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be hot? Wouldn't that be one hot thing? I think that's... No, I have more news. You see this? Big muscle? I was out on Saturday night. I'm not going to tell you what bed I was in, but I was at a hotel, and we were playing around, and I punched somebody in the nose with my elbow, and all of a sudden there was blood all over the place. We did blood play. When Doms do blood play. Yeah, I knocked somebody right in the nose, and I punched them out with my fist. I went, you bad motherfucker, you mofo. No, I did it with my elbow. I always tell the truth. So, I guess that's all the news today. What about, what's his name? The minister who talked all about what happened down in Haiti, about the fact that they deserved it because they were not, what was it? Pat Robinson. Pat, no. You need to get a spanking, Pat Robinson. No. Shame on you. He needs more. All right, let's get Mistress Cyan. Yeah! Woohoo! He does need more than that, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely.
Can you imagine all those people sick and dying and hurt, and he says that they deserved it because they were not Christians?
Oh, I know. That's...
Sorry. Pisses me. I can be politically incorrect because I don't give a fuck.
I'd say spanking makes anal discipline.
Oh, yeah, let's strap him down. Yeah, treat him like the bitch he is. That's right. We got her from the peanut gallery out in the audience. Yay! That was terrible. Well, strap him up, shove it in, and make him eat his words.
Absolutely. I couldn't believe when I heard him say that, or I read that. That was ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. Well, if you're wondering who's sitting in the hot seat, this is Mistress Cyan. She owns the Sanctuary. She also has DomCon and so many other things we're going to be talking about. She's been an amazing force in the BDSM lifestyle, and she has a fabulous dungeon in Reseda, on Reseda Boulevard. Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. I've been trying to get her here for a long time. She allowed us to come in, and my cameraman was with us, allowed us to come in on DomCon. We were the only crew that I saw that was filming. And we were all over the place. We didn't do any of the classes. We just did interviews out in the out on the main floor. But what a great event!
Yeah, well, this year you're going to be there all weekend, right?
You guys have it first! Yay! That's awesome.
Could be a great weekend. Got a lot of good people for you to interview from all over the country coming in.
Great.
And from Europe. So.
Great. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Are they from Albania too? I want to teach you something really important. Can you say Rochka Pika?
Rochka Pika?
Rochka Pika.
Rochka Pika.
Yeah, I just taught her how to say how to talk Albanian.
Wow.
Yeah. Rochka Pika. but it's my cock is like a hammer. And then there's peach mater.
Just beginning to get worried about what I'm saying here. A peach kumata?
Peach mater, yeah. Means eat your mother's pussy. But then this is a good one, vet do a fort. It doesn't sound very
What was
good.
it again?
It doesn't sound very good. Vet do a fort.
The vet do a fort.
Yeah, it means I love you.
Oh, wow.
See, but can you imagine being in the throes of making love and you're like, vet do a fort.
And I go,
What? I didn't fart.
not here, you don't.
So let's get some of the big questions out there, okay? Okay. We're gonna ask some very delicate questions here. Okay. How old were you when you first had your first sexual experience?
Actually, it's kind of a late bloomer. I think I was 17, actually.
Wow.
But I made up for lost time, though.
Wow. Okay. Now I asked if I could ask this question. You were once a man. Have you had the surgery?
No, I'm still pre-op.
You still pre-op. How long does that procedure take in order for people to decide on, what do you have to go through?
Well, actually, the surgery itself, believe it or not, is only like 2.5 hours. It's really a pretty quick surgery. Preparing for it, there's something called the Benjamin Standards, and they require you to be on hormone therapy for a year and live in the opposite role for a year. But I transitioned about, 17 years ago. So basically, for me, the reason I haven't had my surgery yet is I made a decision years ago to put that off and put my daughter through college. She just graduated UCLA in the last year or so, and that was a little bit more important for me right now.
So you have children? And
yeah, I've got 3 kids, actually.
3 children. And were you married to their
Yes.
mother, correct? And when you were married to her, their mother, let's talk about how all this was discovered, because we don't get an opportunity. We talk a lot about BDSM, and we will talk a lot about BDSM, about her clubs, but we also want to get to know her personally. So when did you discover that you, I don't know, you got to give me the correct terminology.
Okay. Basically transsexual. Or
Transsexual, okay.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny. The first time I really realized it myself, I was probably 7 years old, and that there was a movie called The Christine Jorgensen Story about the the first transsexual surgery or person or something like that. And I didn't even know anything about the sexual stuff like that, but I remember seeing that and basically identifying with it. I mean, I can remember it like yesterday, just seeing, going, wow, that's me.
Wow.
And for most of my life, beyond that, going through junior high and high school and college and stuff like that, I pretty much lived my life in denial. It was convincing myself that it was just a fetish about cross-dressing, doing the ultra-masculine stuff. Played basketball, played football, played baseball, ran track, cross-country,
So you were a
state
jock.
finals, everything that.
Yeah.
And it's interesting little story. I had, I overachieved and all that stuff, most valuable and everything. And there was 1 year that we had the girls' pep squad that would do fundraisers, right? And so at the award ceremonies, they give away these little awards, and I got this Best Legs award. And it was nothing. I look back on it now, but at then I was inside. I was terrified. It was like, oh my God, nobody knows. It's like, oh my God. And I mean, it was very, very traumatic.
Yeah.
Inside and stuff like that. Because when you know something about yourself, and there was no internet, and if you went to the library, there was maybe 3 books that had a couple of paragraphs